Here's a book, Bugs for Lunch, to review what we talked about the other day, animals that eat bugs. Let's see which animals do that. This is written by Marjorie Facklem, illustrated by Sylvia Long. This is a rhyming book, so see if you can finish the sentence with me. Oh. Can you tell what the weather is doing here? Can you hear the thunder?
Is that thunder?
Yep. If your lunch was a bug, who could you be? Maybe a nuthatch at work in a tree. What bugs do you see on this page? I see a spider. Do you see a moth? There's the nuthatch. What other bugs do you see here? Flies? Can you find them? And butterfly? Or maybe a spider trapping a fly. There's the fly all wrapped up. What other bugs? There's some other flies there. And there's that big old spider. Maybe going after another one. Or a bat catching bugs as it cruises the sky. And there it is. We have bats in our attic, or we used to, and we were supposed to be grateful because they would take care of the bugs in the attic, but I didn't want bats up there. We put special doors up in our attic to the outdoors, so if a bat flies out, it can't get back in. You might be a gecko. Here it is. What bugs do we see here? Ladybugs. Up here next to the ladybugs, what's this? Count the legs. Yeah, that's a spider. And down here, do you recognize what kind of bugs those are? Yep, those are beetles. Not sure what kind. There's so many different kinds of beetles, but those are definitely beetles. Or maybe a mouse eating the insects in somebody's house. There he is chomping on an insect. Looks like it could be a fly, something with wings. Can you see the bug right next to it? And there's one down here in the corner. What's that? Is that an insect? It's kind of hard to count all the legs. But if you're careful, you can count 8 of them. That's not an insect. It's a spider. Do you know what those spiders are called with the really, really long legs like that? Daddy long legs. You might be a shrew, not just eating lunch, but snacking all day on bugs by the bunch. There's a caterpillar up there. And there's a shrew. Right there going after a fly. Right next to a worm. You could be a toad zapping a fly with a flip of the tongue in the blink of an eye. Yeah, they are fast. I remember we saw a video about one toad that goes so fast that the insect couldn't even possibly see the tongue. The tongues are that fast. Or maybe a mantis ready to prey on any size insect that happens its way. Here's the praying mantis over there. What do you see around him? Up in the corner we have, ladybugs. Down here is a moth. Here we have another moth next to a cocoon. Lots of ladybugs. You might be a trout at home in a brook looking for insects that aren't on a hook. And if you look here, this is an insect on a hook right here. Can you see the fishing line? You could be a bear searching for honey, but finding that bees taste just as yummy. Wouldn't to me. Or maybe an aardvark whose tongue, long and sticky, slurps termites and ants that others think icky. There's a feast for that aardvark right there. You could be a plant that can't chase a fly, but just sits and waits for its food to drop by. Told you about this the other day. There are some types of plants, this is a Venus flytrap, that actually eat insects. What do you see here? Some butterflies and caterpillars, yep. Oh, and this caterpillar is caught. If your lunch was a bug, you might just be you. Munching on insects, as some people do. In some parts of the world, bugs are just a normal part of what people eat. So there we have bugs for lunch. I will see you next time to talk some more about bugs.